Okay, so things that happened today. Funny story at first. I was like browsing Facebook, I was pretty bored. There was nothing to do. Then I get a message from a Noah Medford, and I was so excited. I was listening to my iTunes in the background. It was really weird because this song came on. I didn't even know I had this song. I'll reenact it. Looking for photos, by the way. Click back to Facebook, refresh page. Nothing. Going back to typing, Wait, I have a notification. Oh, it's just IQA West, of course, never mind. Don't need to look at that. Oh my gosh. Noise for someone messaging me on Facebook. Look what it is. Oh my god, it's Noah! Ah! And onto the radio. I will remember you. Dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. Will you remember me? Dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. Don't let your life. Needless to say, it made my heart hurt. So what I did was I baked cookies, because what else do you do? I'm looking at them and I'm like, I've got nobody to share these with. I've got 12 cookies and I've got to eat them all myself. Not that I had a problem with that, but I don't want to get like super chunky off of sadness cookies. You know what I think I'm just going to do? I'm going to pass you a cookie right now. Here you go. I hope you get that. Oh, here's one for Dana too. Sorry Noah. Dana gets a bigger cookie. I can go on that side. There's really just nothing going on. I realized how much nothing was going on. So I went on Amazon where I have a bunch of credit and I can buy stuff for free right now. I bought a bunch of books. That would make my soul happy. A girly book number 1. A girly book number 2. A vampire book. It's also pretty girly. When they arrived, I realized exactly what I was doing to myself. I had become one of those girls. Well, okay, I've been one of those girls, but I had finally let it shown. I was reading sappy teen novels about people falling in love. Why not me? So I went over the bookcase and tried to see what else I had to read. And I found, wait, let me bring you over to the bookcase. Let's see what we have over there. There's my scholarly bookcase that has all the stuff that I allow people to see that I have. And then there's the other bookcase. Right here, you'll see boobs. But up here, you'll see my face. I have 2 of the same book. Why do I have 2 of the same book, you might ask? Well, I brought this one to London with me. It was like summer before 7th grade. I'd never read this book. I just saw the first movie and then read the rest of the books. And then I read it a whole bunch of times. It's like falling apart, the bindings breaking. And it's like my favorite book in the world. I can read it in like 30 minutes because I've got so much of it memorized. The first time ever my sister was reading it, I couldn't help. I was lingering. I was just watching her read it. And she goes, and I look at how many pages she's read, and I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna turn the page, and then he's gonna say, said Harry, wishing you could say something a bit more interesting, or something along those lines. She turns the page, and she's like, I hate you. 'Cause that's pretty much what happened. So I was distraught because I couldn't find the book, but then I found it, and it was falling apart, a few pages are falling out. And so my mom was like, okay, what can I get you for Hanukkah, or maybe it was Christmas, whichever came first that year. They kind of switch around, but we celebrate both, so I get presents for both. And I was like, well, I could use a new copy of Harry Potter 1. I got that. But the funny thing is, now I have 4 copies of this book, because we got the Philosopher's Stone in London, so we got a really cool version, because it has a really super awesome cover, and it's also in a different language, and by that I mean it just means that armor is spelled A-M-O-U-R, and color is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R, and other things that have U's in them. And also we have a hard copy cover. I probably have the hard copy here, hold on. 3rd copy. 3 copies of the same. My nerd is showing. Let's get back to the bookcase. I'm just gonna pull some things up for you. Book that we read for my 6th grade English class, but I really, really liked, so I went out and bought it, and I read it still. The Hobbit, my super cool cover because it's from London. My mom bought it there for me there because she wanted me to read something other than Harry Potter 1. Agatha Christie! The Sword in the Stone. A bunch of facts all about King Arthur and his knights. I love this kind of stuff. The Little Black Book of Dirty Jokes. Okay, let's read some of this. A guy was asked why he married a sadist. He said, "Beats me." The wife asked her husband to go to the video store and pick up Scent of a Woman. He came home with a fish called Wanda. It reminds me of the Fairly Odd Parents. I don't think it's supposed to do that. What a weird picture. How do you get a sweet little 80-year-old lady to say fuck? Get another sweet little 80-year-old lady to yell bingo! That's good. What's 6.9? 69 ruined by a period. Pocket Music Dictionary. Pocket Thesaurus, 2nd edition. Crap. More crap. Even more crap. You know, actually this one was crap. I actually really like this book. Every single Chronicle of Narnia book. Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. Archaic lyric poetry. The reason we're gonna go through this is because I know that Sappho writes all about love. Oh, here we go. Here's our section. Sweet mother, I cannot weave. Slender Aphrodite has overwhelmed me with longing for a boy. A handsome man is good to look at, but a good man will be handsome as well. Good words, Sappho. Good words. The sweet apple reddens on a high branch, high upon highest, missed by the apple pickers. No, they didn't miss, so much as couldn't touch. Oh my god, I am adorable. So the other night, I'm sitting by my window, and suddenly I hear this sound, and it sounds like someone's peeing. So I look over, and there's this guy, and he's peeing. I look down, and I'm like, really? And he looks up at me, and he sees me. And we make this eye contact, right? And we're looking at each other, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, he's like, so I'm like, okay, cool, just pee, right next to me. I'm gonna make this as awkward for you as I possibly can, because that's what I do. Enjoy yourself. So I strike up a conversation with him, and I'm like, so how's your day? I know how hard bathrooms are to come by. They're nowhere. You just can't find a decent bathroom these days. But you know, usually when I see a wall right next to a window that's wide open with the light on with someone inside, I don't pee there. That's not what I do. Usually I go home and use the bathroom, use the toilet. By the time I'm done talking to him, he's finishing up, and I'm like, well, the chat was great. It was nice to meet you and your little friend. Sorry about that. But he left, and I haven't seen him since. I thought we had something going, like a true friendship. Oh my god, it's my mom's birthday, and I ordered flowers to be delivered to her. Don't tell her. Shh. So, that's all, I guess, and stuff. I'll stop there. Really, it's okay. I'm gonna go back to reading my girly novels, playing my girly piano, and all my girly stuff that I do. I miss you. Come back to me. What's the speed limit for sex? 68, because at 69 you have to turn around.